Whoa! We're back. And we're back, baby. We got to think of something like some way to start off.
Intro. We just scream our heads off.
Catchy intro. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That's how we are going to do it from now on. Probably not. Probably not. Oh, I wanted to show you this. We got this, so we're going to do an we're gonna do an unboxing. But I'm wearing this for the rest of my life, I'm pretty sure. This came in from Full Heart Forge, and it says the world's okayest blacksmith. Ha! Ha! That's funny. Check this out. Right here. Good stuff. Got a little note on the inside. And it said, stay strapped. And then we took a hard look at these heavy. You notice how heavy they are?
Oh, yeah. They're
heavy.
They'll hold up to some whatever we throw at it. Or
right?
Whatever we throw it at.
But written here on the cross, you know what it says? Stay strapped.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody who gets us. Hey, thank you, Full Heart Forge.
Those Oktoberfest vampires ain't going to know what hit them.
Absolutely. We're protected by the Almighty. The Almighty now. So thank you so much for that. I love it. But what is it made of? I mean, it's like I'd hate to see, it's like, oh, it's lead. Because, I mean, it is heavy as crap. It's heavy, man. But, yeah, that's badass. We were happy to open that mail today and get that from the Full Heart Forge. I'm going to go check them. After this, I want to check to see if they got the social medias and see if we can't follow them over there. Give them some support back. It comes with a certificate of authenticity. You can see here. Pretty awesome. Personalized for us, handmade and hand forged. Just absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Full Heart Forge. We wish you prosperity and thank you for your thoughts and thank you for showing us that you listen to our episodes, because we have put out there that we could probably use a little bit of religious iconography, a little bit of protection for us as we go into these IRL situations. And we've also had a few pretty strange situations here in the studio that had never been happening before, but started happening as we told some of these stories. Pretty spooky, to say the least. And some of the previous episodes, you can see there was some knocking and some other things. So if that doesn't give you an excuse to go back and binge watch our episodes, so you can see that, I don't know what is. I don't know what's going to get you over there. But hopefully we can get you to like, share, subscribe, and turn on them notifications so you never miss a post.
You don't want to miss a thing, 'cause you never know what we're getting into.
Ready? I don't want to close my eyes.
I didn't know where we were going.
I
Don't want to fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, baby. And I don't want to miss a thing.
Woo! Feeling it tonight. And it is a Friday night, which means what? I didn't even introduce us. Sorry. Hi, I'm Deadeye Two Tongues. With me is the Fog Gilly.
Hello, everyone.
Getting a bit ahead of ourselves. We need to calm down. We're
not pacing ourselves. We're going to be all tuckered out by the third story.
Nah. Eye of the tiger, baby. Eye of the tiger. I better get grounded. I'm going to take me some kava. Lovely product placement right here.
Who makes that, I wonder?
I don't know.
Could it be
the Hellfire
Holler?
Oh my God. I heard of them. Great things. taking a bit of that kava and lemon balm mixture. Going to get me kind of loosey goosey, but at the same time chilled out and feeling good. I've heard some good reports back with our Get Grounded mixture. People saying it's really helping them with their anxiety, and that's good. We are going to make an extra strength version of that as well. One that will get you permafrosted. You thought grounded was good. Wait until we push you down even below the ground. Got nothing to do. Turn the lights down, grab your crucifix, pull in tight around the internet campfire, and get absolutely just permafrosted. So look forward to that in the future. Cody, what have you been up to, my friend?
Mostly shirt stuff.
Shirts? Whoa.
Yeah.
You don't say. Cue the t-shirt montage.
Coming out.
That's right. We have a couple of t-shirts available now. We got the Windy the Pooh design. We got
world famous
the Near Death Diary podcast with the Thunder Machine enthusiast logo there on the front. You can't forget the classic I Partied with the Puckwudgies. And we got our big boy. We got our biggin' right there, the Near Death Diary podcast. And we got a few designs in the making. And guys, for the first time tonight, we're actually going to implement. We got a lot of people who go over to the old super chat here in the live chat. Speaking of which, chat, how the hell you doing? How you doing? Can I get a hi, hello, hell yeah? Can I get one of those? Let me see it. Oh, you did it. Oh, you did it. Thank you so much. We're going to implement the super chat. So tonight's number one super chatter is going to get our limited edition t-shirt. That's right. There's going to be a t-shirt that we only give out on Friday.
I like how we just briefly talked about this on the drive to get shirts, and then we're just going to be like, it's going, it's happening.
You're ruining this. It was a good idea. It was a great idea. Oh, I'm sorry I listen.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I care. I'm sorry that I validate you and the stuff that you say.
It was 2 hours ago. We haven't even...
What does that matter?
We're not ready for that kind of commitment.
We're ready for that. I think we're ready for that kind of commitment. And don't you dare edit this out. It stays. We're going to make a limited edition t-shirt every month. That's right. So it is only going to be given out on Fridays. That means you got 4 chances to pull a limited edition t-shirt. And we're going to put that t-shirt right here. Or are we? Are we just going to leave it a mystery?
I have no idea. That's why
we're figuring it out as we go, but we're trying to have fun and we're trying to give back to those super chatters. So thank you so much to you who show up and donate your hard-earned money to us so we can get cool stuff. Cody, show them the watches. Show them the watches. Because of Patreon members like you and you and you, look at you. Oh, you're such a good Patreon member. We were able to get Electro, what is it, EVP?
EVP.
We got the EVP watches.
From the Ghost Shop.
Yeah, so these are the real deal. We put these guys on while we will be doing the IRL ghost hunting, and we are going to be capturing EVPs, so voice phenomenon. And we're hoping that we get some spooky stuff on these guys, but it just shows you we are reinvesting into our brand and into our content whenever you guys go over to Deadeye Two Tongue 740 to support us on Patreon. Now,
I was just wondering, all of a sudden it started smelling really good in here, and I was like, oh yeah,
that
I lit that candle.
Oh yeah, wait, someone was asking what brand the candle was. It's Barnes something.
I don't know.
Everyone say hey to Fog Gilly. I think this is his first time on the show. Wow.
It is White Barn.
White Barn.
Vanilla bean.
It is hard to put into words how aromatic that candle is. It is absolutely incredible. the smell of that candle just lights up this entire studio, which is huge. How tall are these ceilings, Cody?
I measured once.
It's pretty high. Yeah, and it just fills up this entire room and quickly. So that's definitely better than any Yankee candle that I have ever smelled. But the gist of our podcast, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to the Near Death Diary podcast, where we take stories from people just like you. That's right, you. That's you listening out there. That's you watching here on the old YT. We take stories from people like you sent in to hellfirehollerpodcast@gmail.com. And we take your stories and we give them a voice around the internet campfire. We tell your stories loud and proud. And we seem to have a good thing going as the stories just keep rolling in. Remember whenever we were like, how are we going to keep up with this? It's totally based on the viewers.
Yep.
Well, that's because we are now up to almost 5,000 viewers in almost, 2 months?
Something like that.
Wow. We're really doing it, Fog.
We're doing it.
We're really doing it, buddy. That's pretty amazing. And we owe it all to you guys. You know, you're never gonna hear us say that enough. We absolutely appreciate each one of you guys. And thank you guys for being here, especially you guys down in the live chat. If you didn't know that there's a live chat on the premiere, guys, there is, and me and Fog Gilly are there right now. So you can actually reach out, talk to us. We got a great community building over there, and also on our Discord, which you get access to through our Patreon, Deadeye Two Tongues 740. Now, if you would like to have, we've been doing unboxings as well. That's where we got these awesome additions, along with some other things like the candle we were talking about, and a few other really neat stuff like the bear skull and a few other things. If you have a small business like the Full Heart Forge, or just want to have something to add in addition like Kristen did right here with the old ghost face, if you want to see your things put behind us, we're going to be building Cody's set 2 as well. Or where's our Mothman?
He's on top of the bear.
Oh,
I don't know if you can really see him. I can see the cheese.
If you got knickknacks and
Timmy!
paddywhags.
Oh, darn it.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to turn you in for a new Cody. If you have knickknacks and paddywhacks that you would like to be seen on our set, or maybe you have a small business that you would like a shout out like we did with these guys and many others, let us know. We post that over on our Patreon to early access, and it'll eventually be making its way over to YouTube. So as we gain popularity, more people will be seeing you in your small business. You can send your things in and over to P.O. Box 264, Gloucester, Ohio 45732. We're going to put that right here on the screen. We hope that you guys will consider sending some of your wares in, or maybe just a little bit of love here for our set. Oh, before we get into this, guys, do you have any ideas? We are getting close to spooky season. We want to do something special, and we would like you guys as a community to maybe feed us some ideas. We thought about some IRL. We thought about maybe doing live streams on our Patreon, which we found out we can do. How cool. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas, anything that you would like to see, then how about you let us know down here in the chat or in the comment section. We always like to take you guys and what you are thinking and what you like and what you want to see, what's entertaining to you. We want to give that to you to say thank you for your viewership. Now we're on to the stories. So Cody, can you give me anything today?
What's that one say?
That house.
What if you read it, and then I'll give you a rundown,
What if you stop
and then I'll
being-
edit it back into the beginning?
What if you stop being an asshole?
Not a chance.
I'm like vibing today. I'm like feeling good today, and then I have you fucking shitting down my rope.
One of my favorite pastimes. Rope shitting.
Well,
Anyway, it's probably, I don't remember exactly, but it's probably a haunted house or something like that.
It just says that house at the top, and it doesn't look like there's an author to this one. I don't see. I will not use. It says I will not use any names. Third row down. We get that sometimes, and I find that whenever we do get that, the story tends to be a bit intense. That house. Thank you for reading my story. Please refer to me as any name that is not mine if you end up using this. For the sake of my privacy, I will not use any names. All right. So let's go with Barry, if it comes up. We're gonna go with Barry. In order for me to tell my story, I do need to give background information. I was raised in a broken home and experienced a lot of trauma and isolation growing up. It heavily impacted my mental health. When my parents finally realized something was off, I was taken to multiple therapists and psychiatrists. I was hospitalized, and I was given the wrong diagnosis more times than I can count. It wasn't until my third psychotic breakdown, my senior year of high school, that I finally was diagnosed properly. Schizoaffective. The diagnosis made sense. It explained the episodes and lined up with my upbringing, and I felt steady after I got the proper medication. But then, my mom died.
Mm.
You know, a lot of history suggests that those who, I'm not going to say suffered from schizophrenia, because not all people do suffer with schizophrenia. There's plenty of people who utilize the schizophrenic mind to be very prosperous, to think outside the box. And through history, a lot of times schizophrenic people found themselves to be medicine men or shaman because of their distinct and different view of the world. So if you're watching, I empathize, and I hope you use your condition for something creative or something that benefits you. But then my mom died. It was sudden, unexpected, and it revealed secrets about her I was not ready to know. My medical team was informed, and they, along with my father, gently told me my mom had died from an overdose. I knew she drank often, but no one knew she was addicted to benzos. It apparently started after her mom had passed, which made sense because she was never the same after that. They gave me Xanax for the week, just enough to stand at the funeral, to do her hair and makeup one last time, to speak without shaking. But the night after, the pills were gone, and so was the numbness. I was wrecked, the Xanax gone, knowing because of her overdose no one would prescribe more. The only way I could think to calm myself was to turn back to a habit I'd long time since quit. I thought, Mom's gone. No one's here to yell if I smoke in the house. And that's when it all started. I lit a J in the living room. For a few minutes, the edge came off, but then the paranoia crept in, a slow, crawling feeling under my skin. I scanned the room. My mom had been devoutly religious, and though my brother and I never believed, her statues and crosses still filled the house. A loud crack split the air. The statue of Joseph on the piano toppled and broke clean in half. Whew. I froze. The room went heavy, the air grew thick, and the voices came. The ones I hadn't heard in almost a year. I tried to rationalize what happened, turn off the incoming psychosis. I curled into the chair, knees to my chest, trying to force myself into logic. But then, I saw it. The crucifix on the wall was turning upside down. Slowly. Yikes.
That's not good.
So, I mean, at this point, we know that we're being told a story from the perspective of, somebody, who could be going into a schizophrenic psychosis. Do you think what he's seeing, just as a precursor, is in his mind? because of all the stress coming down off of benzo. Do you think that he
I don't know if you got a broken statue and you got, I don't know.
The human mind is a powerful thing. We'll see. I panicked completely. I was alone in that house. My dad had left to drive my brother back home to his city. I called my brother. "Are you with Dad?" I asked. "I've been home for about 45 minutes, he said. I did the math. Dad wouldn't be back for at least an hour. My voice was shaking. I was desperate. The psychosis took over. My brother could hear my panic. He asked if I was okay. I started rambling. My speech was disorganized. I'm telling him there was something evil here, spewing words about demons and danger. My brother tried to calm me down. There are no demons. I know everything is incredibly hard right now, but you are not in danger. I really think you should move out of Mom and Dad's house, maybe forever. How about you come live with me? I'll take care of you." What a good brother.
Yeah, that's a good brother.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, black. I woke up in the hospital. There were scratches on my body. I had no memory of making them. "Do you know where you are?" "Yes." "Do you know why you're here?" "No." My dad told them he had found me in the living room, rocking back and forth, no expression, surrounded by broken statues. I tried to remember, and all I could remember was the fear and the sense of something evil, and I could still hear it in my head, a deep, sick laughter that didn't sound human. That gave me the biggest gulp in my throat. Whew. Oh, man. I was told it wasn't real. My medication was changed, and eventually I was released, convinced the grief and stress triggered an episode. But then my brother got cancer. Yikes. I feel like he's being just smashed with trauma.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
In an already weakened state of mind, or not, maybe, like whenever you're bombarded with trauma, one thing after another, when it hits you, it just weakens you emotionally. It's really hard to drag yourself up and out, of a dark headspace. And he's just getting slammed. I mean, the passing of his mother had to take the wind right out of his sails. So he's already feeling low. And now it's like another major hit to, your security, your feeling of safety, which you get through your brethren and your family, and losing your mom the way you've lost her. And, and think about all, how much they've had to help, said person as they've struggled with, what they're struggling with now, to have the ropes cut and to be falling, and not have someone there to pick you up. And now your brother, who was so kind to, "Hey, come live with me," has his own battle and his own fight. It's I feel like they're just getting punched below the belt over and over again.
Everybody's got to you got to pick each other up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody's got to work together, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm. My brother was diagnosed with stage 4 testicular cancer. He could no longer pay for his apartment or go to get treatment on his own. So he reluctantly moved back home to my mom and dad's house. He was given a 30% chance of survival. We talked every day. There was a knock. We talked every day. I asked if he wanted me to come home and visit one weekend. At that point, I had moved to New York to start new. He told me it's not safe for me to come home, and that made me feel uneasy. "What do you mean it's not safe?" He wouldn't explain. He cut me off entirely until he beat the cancer. Good for him. Good for him. I mean, 30% chance of survival and you win. Man, that's amazing. Yeah, beating, all odds, it seems, but the cutting them off until they beat it, and like that makes me, it's how did you beat it if there was something extraneous going on at home? Like, what a trooper,
Yeah.
Because that's what this is reading to me. Like, they cut me off until they beat it. Now, it could have been that they were just in such like a low state that it's like, hey, I don't want you to see this. I don't want you to be around for how bad I am. But something tells me like there's some trouble going on back at home.
Mm.
Who knows? We're about to, I hope. After a brutal fight for survival, he was finally in remission. He called me the day he found out and apologized for cutting me off. I didn't care. I was just happy he was better. I asked him, "What are you going to do next?" He desperately wanted to get out of state entirely. I remember what he had said to me, so I repeated it. "Come to New York. You can stay with me. I'll take care of you." There's that sibling strength.
Helping each other out.
My brother moved in with me for a short while, and he found his life. But there was one night we were drinking, and I remembered what he had said to me. "Can you please answer something for me?" "Of course. What's up?" I asked him what he meant when he said it wasn't safe for me to return to Dad's house. His expression changed completely. He stared at the ground. The way his mood shifted, I was worried, but I waited patiently for his response. He took another swig of whiskey and sighed, but began speaking. Weird stuff happened. I thought I was losing it. Lights were exploding. Mom's statues were falling. I'd hear things. It never felt empty, even when Dad left for work, even when it should have. And you were doing so much better, I just didn't want to bring you back to that. I sat there for a moment thinking, frightened, but still trying to be sensitive towards him. I decided we would drop the conversation. We changed the topic, and it's something we never came back to. But 5 years later, I had to go back just for a weekend so Dad could meet my fiancée. We got to the house. My father opened the door. The first thing I noticed, there was no longer the door alarm he set up when we were teenagers because we snuck out so much. When the door would open, the alarm would say, "Sensor 2, front door open." I made a joke to Dad. Must be nice to have the alarm gone and not have to worry we'd come back home in a police car. My dad has autism. I'm used to the things he says, being blunt or a little unhinged, but what he said next shook me. Yeah, I was just tired of hearing it go off all the time. My dad lived alone. We only stayed for 3 days, but by day 3, my fiancé was terrified and more than ready to get back to the bus because our final night there. He never believed in the paranormal and was not spiritual. That morning, my dad had left for work. It was just me, my fiancé, and my father's dog curled up together in the bed. I was shaken wide awake by my fiancé. He looked absolutely terrified. I asked him, "Hey, what's wrong?" He pointed at the hallway and said, "Your door opened." I brushed it off because my door had been broken since I was a baby. The latch on the door didn't align with the wall. I reminded him of this, but what he said scared me. "I remember you saying that, so before you fell asleep, I put the box of cat litter in front of it, but it still opened. For privacy as a teenager, and when I was taking care of my ex's cat, I bought a 40-pound box of cat litter. Probably only had to use 10 pounds of it, though. And it hit all at once. We didn't go back to sleep. My dad came home and drove us to the bus station. We didn't talk about it. I didn't ask my dad what he meant about the alarm. I didn't tell my brother. I just left it all behind. I still talk to my dad, but I will never step foot in that house again. And neither will my brother."
I was like, maybe not leave your dad in that house or try to.
I mean, I have been in a position in which case you have to just tolerate. You have to. You don't have the money to move. You don't have the money to change anything. You know, we smudged. We tried. We did everything we could. And it always came back. Sometimes you're stuck in that, you know. I'm wondering what the situation is now. I mean, it's obvious. Statues exploding, you know, crucifixes turning.
Yeah, it's not good.
Without stating what, you know, it actually was or what was assumed, that story left me almost feeling definitive in a demonic presence, you know. And that's tough. That's hard. Those are hard to push out. Those are hard to smudge away, you know. But yeah, you got to have a little bit of sympathy for the old man, you know. He's stuck, and we pray for him. We'll chat, light up your hearts. Let's help out the pops. And to you, the mystery reader or mystery author, thank you for writing that in. That had chilling vibes the entire time, and was a nice retelling of your history in that house. Spooky. The door part, I was tired of it opening.
Yeah, and what 30 pounds, 20 pounds of something just getting shoved out of the way?
Yeah. And you know what kind of sucks? That alarm, you know, that would go off. I wonder how many ass whippings they received when it wasn't even them.
Well, I heard the alarm go off at 2 a.m. Which one of you?
Right. They're just sitting in their room. Like, I swear it wasn't me.
Yeah.
You know, belt's coming off, you know, lighten you up. That's tough. Man, like, I like that at least, you know, y'all got out of there. But, you know, like Cody was saying, what about the dad? Hopefully he's okay. Spooky stuff. Spooky story. Your thoughts?
Glad everybody got out.
Yeah, I'm glad those that could did. And I'm hoping that your mental state has become stable and you and your fiance are happy. And I'm hoping your brother is still in the clear from his cancer. You know, well wishes to all in your family. That's a nice starting story. After each story, we always get a little word from our sponsor over here at the Hellfire Holler. Thank you, Hellfire Holler, for sponsoring us. You guys are just absolutely amazing. Thank you for sponsoring every single show. Just amazing dudes. Absolutely incredible fellows over there at the Holler.
They're pretty good.
I heard they've been through some stuff, man. They really have. And I want to give them all the love and support I can, you know, just to show them some love back. It's impossible to give them the amount of love that they've given back, you know, to me, and Fog Gilly, and everyone else in the world. But we're going to try. We're going to try it right now. And thank you for sponsoring us. What should we have? What do you think they're going to sponsor us with today?
Maybe just a mystery.
Mystery sponsor.
Visit hellfireholler.com.
How about that sponsor? Eh?
Looking great.
Just coming always with like just the most elite of the elite. I love it. Everybody seems to support Hellfire Holler. Everybody. It's wild. It's just crazy, you know? Whew. I would. Great gentleman. Nice. Loving, compassionate, caring people over there. I heard there's like a whole team. There would have to be. There'd have to be like a huge team.
You think? You think two guys could do all that?
Yeah. There's just no way. There's no way. All the formula formula creation, the actual like extraction, the making,
That's too much.
There's just no way that two guys do it from formula all the way to packaging and sending it out to you. There's just
Trying to keep up with all that, they'd probably get rashes and
yeah,
be super stressed all the time.
yeah, man.
Not sleep until
I
4
tell you.
a.m. trying to get everything done.
I tell you. So moving on to our next story. Before we do, guys, if you have not yet, if you haven't, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing. Share this everywhere. Share this. If your mom hasn't seen it, guess who you're calling tonight? Guess who? If your pops hasn't seen it, if your brothers, your sisters, if they haven't seen it, drag them on over here. Drag them on over to Hellfire Holler and tell them, hey, watch this. It's awesome. It's good stuff. Love it. Love it. And if you would consider for just a moment, how about consider going over to our Patreon, following us over at Deadeye Two Tongue 740. We're going to put that right here.
Some nice
baby.
behind the scenes and bonus content over there.
It's behind the scenes bonus content. And guys, when we can hire a team to help us, man, is it going to get even better? Is it going to get better? But yeah, we're in the early stages of crawling through the blood, muck, sweat, tears, and other bodily fluids to get where we need to be on the internet here to create a nice, strong platform so we can, push the limits of good content creation. And we got some things planned. Now we're being a little bit secretive about it because we want to surprise you. But our IRL episode of The Mothman did pretty good. And we want to do some more of that. We're getting the tools. We're acquiring the cameras because of people like you over on our Patreon. Just absolutely supporting us and helping us get where we need to be. And we love each and every one of you. Chat, how you feeling? We're one story in. We're only one story in of the three. Wow. Gotta love a good Friday episode. Nice high flames licking off the internet campfire tonight as we dive into our second story called The House in the Woods. Well, that could be us.
Could be.
It could be.
It's just a story about this house. They peeked in, they saw that the loft was haunted because of all the stories, and then they wrote a story about it.
They just are accurately
just my neighbors. They're like, these fucks making noise all the time and doing weird stuff. We can
this is the way we find out we have a stalker. Tells us everything we've been doing. It's wait a minute. But the house in the woods. Now that can be spooky, although Cody and I are kind of used to that. Grew up in the sticks. How long would you say it takes for an ambulance to get out to where we're at?
15 minutes.
15? Where I grew up? Easily 40. Easily. As a matter of fact, we had a neighbor, God rest his soul, Dane. He was an illustrator for, I can't remember which comic book. I think it was Marvel. Really talented dude. Super, super talented guy, but alcoholic. Loved to go out 3 o'clock in the morning. And when I say neighbor, I mean a quarter mile away. But you could hear his gunfire at night. He'd just go out and he would just dump clips, dump magazines, man. And it was kind of like a normal thing. It wasn't super loud to the point to where it would wake you. But one night, you could always rely on him just spraying it until he was on empty. And one night he got 4 or 5 shots in and the shooting stopped. And we were, not thinking much of it. Must have had a short night. He shot himself in the femoral artery. Bled out. By the time he could get the ambulance out to him, he had passed. Yeah. Growing up, there's a reason why Cody and I say survival of the cautious, which is a t-shirt design that we have in the making. But there's a reason why we say survival of the cautious, and it extends to many avenues here in the Appalachian lifestyle. Growing up where I did, if you weren't careful, then there was some pretty dire consequences that you could suffer. But that being one of them. An ambulance would take a very long time to get out to you. But the isolation, house in the woods, well, I'm used to that. I know how spooky it can be. So I'm saying that this story, more than likely, going to be a good one. So before we get started, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. And how about you leave us a little comment and chat? Who's winning the super chat tonight? Who is it? Gloves? Let's take the gloves off. Let's see. And win yourself a free limited press t-shirt by doing so. You will be one of the only people to own that t-shirt, and we'll make sure it's a good one. So The House in the Woods, sent in to us by Ethan. Let's dive in. My name is Ethan, and I wish I'd never gone to that house. Sure, the first time we went, nothing much happened. Just a long walk into the woods, some broken glass, and an old house that smelled like rot and mildew. A little creepy, but nothing worth telling stories about. But when you're 17 and all your friends are laughing and daring each other, it's hard to be the one to say no. There were 5 of us that night. Me, Justin, his girlfriend Sierra, my cousin Dylan, and Marissa. We'd all grown up in the same West Virginia town. Hey, West Virginia, what is going on, neighbor? There wasn't much to do besides drive the back roads, drink cheap beer, and scare ourselves with old ghost stories. Hey, we know that all too well. That's for sure. The house was one of those stories. People said it used to belong to a man who went crazy in the 60s. Some said he killed his wife. Some swore the whole family just vanished one winter night, and that place had been rotting in the trees ever since. I don't know what's true, but the locals called it the Breckenridge House, like a warning. The first time we went, I remember being disappointed. It was just a sagging 2-story farmhouse, the porch eaten by vines, windows knocked out long ago. We kept inside with our flashlights, found some furniture covered in dust, a basement that stank of standing water. It was spooky in the way that any abandoned house is, but nothing happened. So when Justin brought up going back, I wasn't exactly thrilled, except this time, he had an idea. Get ready for knocking.
What? We have protection this time.
Yeah, we do.
We're ready.
Yeah, we do, baby. Yes, we do. And thank you. Thank you so much, Full Heart Forage, for giving us protection right now. And chat, let's keep these demons at bay. Don't let these demons win tonight, because they're bringing a Ouija board. He said it grinning. If it's haunted, we'll find out real quick. I laughed at him, but the others, they were all in for it. So that Friday night, just past midnight, we parked Dylan's truck on the side of the road, killed the headlights, and we made the hike in. The woods were thicker than I remembered, the air heavy with the smell of wet leaves. Our flashlights made long shadows between the trees, and somewhere off in the distance, I could hear the creek running. It took about 20 minutes to reach the clearing, and there it was, the Breckenridge House. It looked worse than the last time, like the woods were trying to swallow it whole. Justin carried the Ouija board tucked underneath his arm. Inside it was just as empty as before. Dust drifted through the flashlight beams. Peeling wallpaper hung in strips on the walls. A broken mirror leaned against the hallway. And the smell, it was like mildew mixed with something sour, almost metallic. We set up in what must have been the living room. The floorboards creaked underneath our weight, and the wind whistled faintly through the broken windows. Justin spread the Ouija board out on the floor and lit a couple candles he had brought. Their glow flickered against the walls, making the shadows dance.
Just going all out to try to...
He's gonna fuck around and find out.
Been there.
This is so stupid, I muttered. Don't be a baby, Sierra teased. Still, we all sat around it, knees almost touching. The planchette rested in the center, smooth wood against the cardboard. Everybody put your fingers on it, Justin said, and we did. Okay, spirits of the Breckenridge house, Justin began in his mock-serious voice. If anyone's here with us, make yourself known. Nothing happened. We all smirked, but Justin pushed on. Is anyone here? The planchette shifted just a little. We all froze. Who moved it? Dylan asked. Not me, Marissa whispered. I swore I hadn't. I thought maybe Justin was pushing, but his grin faltered when the planchette slid again. It landed on yes.
I wonder how far out this house was.
I don't know.
Reminds me of trying to go to the school. It was always like you could just walk down the road and hop a fence and get to it, but it's way cooler and like sets the mood if you hike through the woods.
Yeah,
to get to it.
We did that with Rowan, my son, trying to scare the crap out of him. He held his own.
Yeah.
He did a pretty good job. But yeah, when we took the back way to the school, that was spooky. That was really spooky. It's nothing but like an old timber trail leading through there, right? Or was it from, it was more than likely mining, seeing as the ponds and stuff back there.
Yeah, so we made the trail to it. And then ever since we made it, animals kept using it and kind of kept it up to date.
Yeah, it was spooky. I'm sad that it was torn down. That was our go-to when we wanted to.
Yeah, we'd have gotten some good stuff for the podcast.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It landed on yes. A chill crept up my spine. Sierra laughed nervously. Okay. Which one of you are screwing with us? No one answered. Justin asked, What's your name? Slowly, painfully, the planchette began to move. Our fingers glided over the wood as it spelled S-A-R-A-H. Sarah, Marissa murmured. We all stared at each other. Justin leaned in. Sarah, what happened to you? The planchette paused. Then it slid across the board, faster this time. K-I-L-L-E-D. My stomach dropped. By then the house felt different. The air was thicker. It was heavier. The silence seemed to press on my ears. Who killed you? Justin asked. The candles flickered hard, almost going out. Then the planchette spelled F-A-T-H-E-R. Sierra gasped. Okay, I said, pulling my hands back. I'm done. But Justin snapped. Don't break the circle. Before I could argue, a loud bang echoed from the upstairs. We all jumped. The sound had been sharp, heavy, like a door slamming shut. Jesus Christ, Dylan whispered. Probably just the wind, Justin said, though his voice shook. Another bang, closer this time. Marissa's eyes went wide. That's not the wind. We scrambled to our feet. That's when we heard it. Footsteps above us on the second story.
Yee. Best case scenario is it's like just somebody fucking with you.
Best case scenario? I mean, I fear a human long before I fear a spirit. You know, humans do you dirty. Humans maim you and leave you for dead. Humans, they could be motivated in weird ways to do weird things, that's for sure. But this is getting good. What do you think's going to happen? Chat, let's hear it. What do you think is going to happen? Oh, look, a super chat. Whoa. Did you see
the
that?
timing?
Whoa, that's crazy. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was awesome. It was awesome of you. Thank you so much. None of us could move. We just stood there, flashlight shaking in our hands, staring at the dark hallway where the stairs disappeared. The footsteps grew louder, wood groaning, dust sifting down from the ceiling, then nothing. The silence was worse. "Run," Sierra whispered, and we did. We bolted through the house, flashlights bouncing, lungs burning. I don't even remember which way we went, past the broken mirror, out into the collapsing porch. The woods swallowed us up, branches slapping at our faces, roots catching our feet. We didn't stop running until we saw the glint of Dylan's truck on the dirt road. When we piled inside, gasping and shaking, I realized something. We had left the Ouija board. The next day, none of us wanted to talk about it. Justin swore it was just the wind, or maybe raccoons, but Marissa refused to hang out at the house again. And then, the story started. People in town, they said they'd seen lights in the woods near the Breckenridge house, strange figures standing at the windows. Some kids swore they heard a girl's voice calling from the inside. One guy I know, he swears he saw a pale face staring at him from the tree line as he drove past at night. We've never gone back. I can't stop thinking about that board, about the name it spelled, about the footsteps on the stairs. What was it that night? Was someone else there? Did we release something in that house? Is it spreading? Thank you for sharing my story. Ethan.
Imagine being the next person to go up to that house and you're just like, there's a Ouija board with like 2 candles right there. And it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like going out to Moonville Tunnel.
Yeah.
There's just like satanic imagery painted everywhere. Like you can't help but like walk in and feel the intention of like a ton of people. You know how many people probably brought a Ouija board out there?
Yeah.
You know, and like just unleashed. Like I mean, it's like it's hard to say if the original haunt is still even there, because so many people have brought forward a million other things. You know, that's spooky. That's spooky.
They just like messed up that whole town. Everyone's getting a taste now.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't even like being in the same room as the one we have on top of the fridge right here. I really don't. Like, I had that really, really traumatic memory as a kid, which unleashed like a paranormal tidal wave into my home. Like, I've seen the power of them. You know, and it's not a game. It's really not. You know, it would take some serious super chats to get me to.
Halloween special.
It would take a bunch of really, really just dedicated followers to get me to do it. And how can you do that? Maybe going over to Deadeye Two Tongue 740, our Patreon, giving us a little bit of a oomph over there to help us combat these spooky evil spirits and also investigate them, get to the bottom of what happens when we die. I'm interested in it. I've been a spirit in this life. I've been outside my body. It is strange. It's a strange thing, but it's very real. And I'd like to get to the bottom of it without any sort of sugarcoating or bullshitting. You know, I think a lot of paranormal channels do that, and I think that is their downfall by the end. You know, I don't want to do that. I want to give you the real deal. If there's nothing, there's nothing. But we'll try to make even the nothing interesting and fun. But yeah, I don't want to go out and stage anything. You know, I think that's weak as it gets. You know, but yeah, what a good story.
It's been pretty good so far.
Yeah, I believe so as well. Before we hop on to the next story, we're going to get a little sponsor in over here. And Can we get a creepy haunted house itself to sponsor us?
We'll try.
Maybe get the doorway
The
to.
little poltergeist house.
Yeah. Let's take it away, Poltergeist House.
Visit hellfireholer.com.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, whatever that ended up looking like. Yeah, and thanks to the Hellfire Holler boys. You guys make just the world an amazing place, and we love you. So before we get into our third story and our last story, unfortunately, every internet campfire needs dirt kicked on it at the end of the night. But before we get into our last
We
story,
must close the portals we open.
how about you give us a like, a subscribe, and a hit that notification bell over there so you never miss an upload. And leaving comments helps us in the algorithm. Even if you want to just comment on Cody's amazing voice, his radio voice, and how amazing his dump truck is.
Going really well.
Doing good over there, Fog Gilly. So this next story coming in, Black Figure in the Witch's Graveyard by Brady. What does that paint?
Sounds like we're hitting all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. What mental imagery does that bring to you, Cody?
Some sort of shadow person in a witch's graveyard.
What is a witch's graveyard? Is it a graveyard filled with witches? Are we in Salem?
Maybe we're just where witches were rumored to have been buried.
I don't think the witches of Salem would have had a grave. I think they were cremated.
I have figured some of them are, but I imagine some of them weren't because they tested them in different ways. I thought there was like drownings and.
Yeah. Well, and also feudal Europe that was happening
wasn't
too.
it kind of like wasn't the thing where one of them, the drowning one, was like if you float, you're a witch.
Yeah.
But if not,
if you
like,
sink, you're not a witch.
Then I imagine those ones they
was
probably
just
buried them and were like, sorry, I guess.
That was just like targeting specific people they didn't like in the community.
I mean, lots of hysteria and rumors and just like backstabbing between people. Just probably started all that stuff. But
yeah, that was what a dark time. I'd love to go to Salem and walk around.
We gotta go there.
Yeah, like visit the isn't there like the rumored hanging tree or something like that in Salem?
I don't know.
I'm thinking somewhere else. Just going there, the energy has to be wild.
I bet we could find some ice cream shop there too.
What do you mean?
I want ice cream.
Okay. We'll add that to the list. Oh, all right. Cody wants to get ice cream in Salem. Guys, can we help him out? Can we Whoa, a super chat. Whoa, Cody, we're on our way.
Whew.
We're on our way. We're on our way. Remember, tonight's winner of highest super chat donator will be gifted a shirt that will have a limited run for only this month. Seeing as we are in the second Friday of August?
Yeah, we're past halfway through, so I don't know. So there would have been 5 Fridays this month, so we only got 2 left. So
we got 2 Fridays. That means 2 recipients of this shirt, and Cody and I. 4.
Only 2 pressings of this shirt.
There will be 4. There will be 4. There will be me, you, because I'm making myself one. Well, there will be 4. There will only be 4 of these T-shirts in existence. So if you want to get yourself one, you know how to do. You know how, and just know that we really appreciate it, and it really does help us get the funds we need to do some great content. So with that being said, let's stoke the internet campfire for our last story one last time as we dive into the Black Figure in the Witch's Graveyard, sent in to hellfirehollerpodcast@gmail.com. My name's Brady. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm 20 years old, and I'd like to start by saying I love hearing the podcast and hearing the stories, especially when you guys go off topic and bullshit with each other. For instance, who's Timmy? Fuck Timmy.
Jimmy's a good guy.
I love the comedy mixed with the fucked up demon stories. With that being said, let us begin. Hey, I hope you and I hope everybody else enjoys it. Truly. This is a multitude of stories that merge into one. Let's make it clear. I never touched a Ouija board, never challenged a demon. I didn't know if it was real or not, but took other people's stories into mine, so I never wanted to find out for myself. Maybe that's why I did end up finding out. Oh, so he fucked around. Brady
In
fucked
which
around.
way do we think?
Yeah, chat, let us know. In which way do you think Brady fucked around? Because he's saying right now he found out. It was my junior year of high school. I just moved across the country. Life happens, and now after 2 months, I find myself moving again across towns. I'm getting ready to take a nap after getting off a heated phone call and getting into an argument. As I'm dazing off, I feel a thump on my forehead. No one was in the house. This house was in the middle of butt-fucking nowhere. No service. The nearest Walmart was 12 miles away. People would hang out just at the grocery store because it was so far away from any civilization. I felt that thump and it woke me up for a while. I brushed it off and continued my nap. I don't know if I could brush off a thump.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd be up and locking and
Kind
stocking.
of mad.
Yeah, a little pissed
What
off.
just hit me in the forehead?
You know, especially if it was like dark. Like I couldn't just like go back to sleep after something thumped me in the forehead. You got me fucked up. You know, absolutely not. And if I woke up and nothing was there, that house is getting burned down. 6 months later, shit starts getting weird. I move in the new house. Everything is settled in. Life's going pretty good. I'm getting ready for bed. And from this day, I'll always sleep with the door closed. I'm dead asleep. I left the TV on in the living room for my dogs. Then, my body wakes up, and I see a black figure in the doorway looking directly at me. A lot of black figure, like shadow people in the past couple episodes. So seemingly to be one of the most common paranormal experiences that people have, myself included. As it's looking at me, it's getting bigger, and the light from the TV is changing color, and it's still black as black can be. I can't move my body. I can't say a word. I can only talk in my head. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, I say to myself in my head. Now it's coming towards me. I'll fucking beat your ass if I could move. Then I just said, Jesus help me. Now the figure is more pissed, and I can feel its hate. Then I say, Jesus will kick your ass for me. You motherfucker, fuck you. Then, like a snap of the finger, it went away. But it went away with the most vigorous and evil scream known to man. One that I could only hear. No one else in the house did. The dogs weren't altered. No one else woke up. It was just me and this demon. I think this was way more of a psychological mind trick. I know it was sleep paralysis, but it gets worse. So let's dive deeper. A few months later, I'm getting ready for bed. I always fell asleep to music with my headphones on, blasting Pantera or Slayer. It was 2022, around the end of the school year. I think it was my last week of school. I'm getting ready for bed, but keep feeling thumps against my blanket, like something is hitting it or putting pressure on it. I fall asleep, but then I just wake up. I see this figure, just a face, angry, looking at me. I can move this time, and I can't breathe. I mumbled, "What the fuck?" When I did that, it faded away into the darkness. Scared the living shit out of me. Kept me up for hours. It kept me sweating. Maybe a couple days later, again, I'm going to bed. I wake up, and I see a figure in the corner of my ceiling staring directly at me. The moment we lock eyes, it fades away. Man.
seemingly just out of nowhere, all this started happening. I was waiting for like a catalyst or something.
Well, I think the catalyst is moving into this new house.
Maybe.
You know, like you can't really prepare yourself for something like that. You know, your old house could have been all peaches and rainbows and butterfly farts, and you move into
This
a
can
new
be deadly sometimes.
butterfly farts. I hear they can start a tsunami on the other
Like
side of the
stink
world.
real bad.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard when I say I've heard that, I mean I've heard a butterfly fart. It's terrifying.
I was awakened from my slumber by a butterfly had farted right next to my ear.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, what the?
I told myself, don't be scared. I learned that if you're scared, that's what keeps it around because it feeds off of your fear. So we both just lock eyes, adrenaline running through my body, almost in a fight or flight mode or a headspace, feeling like I'm ready to fight, and boom, it goes away. Later that same night is where I got freaked the fuck out. I fall back asleep, still on the edge but keeping it together. This time, no headphones in. I keep hearing those noises of thumps. Stuff's getting pushed around, and I keep feeling cold air fly by quickly, but I still manage to go to sleep. Then, I feel a scratch go across my body, and simultaneously, I wake up. I open my eyes to a different, more angry, bigger demon fading back into the darkness. Now I get up. I'm freaked out. I look down at my leg, and I see 4 scratches across my thigh. Surprised he didn't see 3. It seems like it always comes in
That
3s.
person went and got a buddy.
Yeah,
He's like, he's threatening me.
yeah.
Don't get him.
Here, I'm going to put 3 scratches. You put 1. Yeah. A couple days later, I go get some sage to burn across my house, and especially my room. The guy at the store told me to be very careful when burning it, but he kept it very brief. He didn't want to speak on it or explain what could happen, probably to protect myself. But I get back to my house, and my room, something feels different. I don't feel like I'm being watched. It feels safe. Needless to say, I never had to burn the sage, but I never experienced any other paranormal stuff like that ever in that house again. But now comes my last story. About 1.5 years later, I go on vacation to visit friends and family in California. They told me how there's a haunted graveyard not far from where they are. It's known as the Witch's Graveyard. The actual name of the graveyard is called the Neusberg Cemetery. It's in Sutter, California, and some really bad shit took place there. I mean, me and Cody would say, well, why are you doing that? But we can't anymore, because we're just as knuckleheaded as you, my friend. A daughter and mother were hung due to the practice of witchcraft. Yet I had a weird feeling about going, but kind of wanted the thrill. I was still on the fence about going, and learned more on the side to not go, but gave in. My friend told me one time he drove up there and kept seeing lights behind him. He'd pull off, and when they would be passing, nothing was there. Other times he'd be on that same road, seeing those same lights, and would turn around and go off to back road and hop back on that road. This would be 20 to 30 minute detour from where he initially turned around. Yet those same headlights that were behind him before are now behind him, which would be impossible. Yet, we're dealing with some fucked up paranormal shit. Back to the story. We're driving there this time, and there's someone in front of us. We're in the middle of nowhere at 2 a.m. with a shotgun in the back and a 30-pack sitting in a cooler. We're coming up from the graveyard, and he pulls into the graveyard. We ask him what he's doing there. He seems shocked we both pulled into the same place. He tells us he's there to watch the graveyard at night, and we pulled off and had a closure moment, feeling that we're both being looked over. But I think it's deeper than that. I think God knew I didn't want to go and was watching over me, which ended up to him watching over all of us. I think it was a blessing in disguise that took place in 2023, and I haven't had any more paranormal experience since. I talked to some buddies about it, and they would all say the same thing. You just can't let it scare you. Not the thought of it, or actually seeing it. And when it does scare you, that's what fuels it. But if you do come in contact with such, Jesus is way stronger and scares them more than it scares you. But the demons are only jealous and full of hate towards us. That's the end. Hey, I love watching the podcasts and hearing the stories. I'm an artist, and my Instagram is BGR_Glenn, GLENN 69. I post my drawing and guitar chugs on there. I hope this was a good story and hope to be hearing it on the podcast. Well, absolutely, my friend. And we are glad to have you on here, Brady. Thank you so much. And there's a couple stories in there, all creepy. I don't know about the scratches on the leg, man. I don't know how you seem so nonchalant about that. When something can make its way and physically manifest, detriment to you, that's when things are getting really
like
off.
Just like abruptly stopped right then.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
I just feel like that. Yeah, he had something else, and then like he told him to fuck off. It fucked off. Came back with a buddy, and it kind of fucked him up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then just left.
Yeah.
Like, I'll get it. I'll do something. I'll get him. And then scratched you and then left.
But he was
like,
declaring,
all right.
He was proclaiming the Lord's name. I mean, maybe that was enough to push it out and away. Maybe it fucked around and found out. But I love the listening to Slayer while you sleep, you hooligan. Yeah, I think that's hilarious. What a good sleep soundtrack.
I wonder what would have happened in that cemetery if that other guy hadn't been going there.
Yeah, I mean, he said that guy ended up being kind of like a guardian angel in a way, or at least how he viewed it.
Yeah.
Like that kind of.
What happened?
The light kicked.
The light died. Probably.
I don't know if it died or it just
or just shut off.
Turned off. So the light went off. And we're just sitting here.
I figured the battery was dead, and that's why it went off. But you
it's
turn
not.
it back on, and it's staying on for a while. I was gonna say, like,
get out the watch. Get out the watch.
Where is it?
Get out our watch. The watches we just got because of Patreon. Deadeye Two Tongue 740. Thank you guys so much. See if you can put that on and see if we got any voices.
Yeah, we're recording on the watch. Show them that. That looks kind of neat.
Yeah. You can see here. I don't know if it's going to focus because it's emanating light.
But anyway, after all the stories, I was going to say that was like the first Ouija board related story we had, and didn't have like bumps and stuff. But then.
Yeah, and then this happens. I mean, this light is staying. There's no explanation as to why that light just turned off. But while the end of this, we'll just keep recording and see if we pick up anything. And then if we do, you can go over to Deadeye Two Tongue 740 Patreon, and we'll let you know our findings. I do not want anything to because this is our safe haven. This is our Zen space. This is our
very
studio.
Angry shadow named. I was gonna say it's a very angry shadow named Timmy. If there's something here with us, can you turn that light back on? We kind of need it.
I'm wondering if we're picking stuff up on this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to see if it's got juice. It sure does. It sure seems like it does. If there's something here, turn the light red. If there's something here, tickle Cody's butthole. You feel anything?
I'm keeping it to myself.
Don't. Come on, the viewers at home, man. That's weird. We charged these before. We've never had that be an issue. That's the only thing I have that allows me to read the stories. So that's kind of weird. You think if it was out of juice, it wouldn't be on this long right now.
No, I mean, we turned it back on the first time and it stayed on for a good, like, 6-7 minutes.
Yeah, we took a little bit of a break. Dude, it like...
I don't know.
It's strange. I wonder if we're picking up any EVPs right now. Don't know, but how great. How great. We could just be making a big deal out of nothing. I don't know, but that's a bit weird. Yeah, because, I mean, unless that thing's lithium battery is, like, dying. You charge the one behind. It's not having any problems.
Until you talk about it, and then
it starts blinking and turns off.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know. Little spooky. Well, maybe something sucked it dry of battery. I don't know. That was a bit weird. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry for the dimly lit ending here. But
place it with the light for now.
There we go. But we really appreciate you guys. If we picked up anything on this, we're going to let you guys know over on our Patreon, Deadeye Two Tongue 740. Do us a favor, leave a comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and share this to anybody who maybe you think would enjoy the show. That really, really helps. We are trying to get that plaque. And we know it's an uphill climb, but we're about at 5,000 followers right now, which happened pretty quick. We owe you guys that. Thank you for all the sharing of our content and all the things that you're doing on the outside of the show to bring us closer to our goal. And we have some cool things up our sleeve here in the upcoming weeks that we're looking forward to bringing you guys. Including an interview that I did today with a lady who her family lore mixes in with the folklore of the Mothman, and there are some strange tetherments that story brings to light. That was a pretty interesting and convincing interview that I had today. I will tell you that. I will be completely honest with you. I thought that it might have a air of BS to it. I asked some hard-hitting questions. She did not falter. It seems as if it is well known, not only to her, but to many in that area, that this story could have taken place. That's something that we will be giving early access to on our Patreon, as well as t-shirts. If you guys are interested, hop on over to our Patreon and find our videos about the t-shirts. You can comment on them, and we will get you taken care of over there. We love the fact that you guys would be wearing our shirts. It's great advertisements for our podcast. It's a good conversation starter and helps us pay back the funds that we spent to get the capacity to make t-shirts. About $4,000 in the hole, but we'll make it back, you know. But yeah, we have acquired the means to do long distance travel. Pretty excited about that. We got ourselves a Ford hybrid that will allow us to get from point A to point B, 50 miles to the gallon. Hallelujah. It's going to help us out, and we owe you guys out there the success that we are having, and we really, really appreciate you guys. So how about you guys let us know in the comment section how this episode tickled your fancy, and we will see you over on our Discord. You get access to our Discord through Deadeye Two Tongue 740 on Patreon. If you guys would like to join us there, join our community. It's an amazing community, isn't it, chat? Let everybody know the chat grows every episode, and we got some kindred, kind-hearted hellions and harlots in there who are just making every time that we make a premiere available just an amazing time. We love to see it, don't we, Cody?
It's Growing.
And Mr. Foggilly and I would also like to dedicate this episode to young Patrick. Thank you, Patrick, for being here and being down in the chat, if you were down in the chat. And thanks for holding strong, little buddy. We absolutely love you. And listen to your mother. Alrighty? And anything else, Cody, before we sign off of here?
I wonder who won the shirt.
Ooh, yeah. Who won the shirt tonight? Who won the shirt? We will be contacting whoever did and getting a hold of you and getting that out to you. Thank you so much for the donations tonight. We really, really appreciate that. And we will make sure you get your limited press t-shirt so you can support us and show your love and be one of the recipients of a very rare t-shirt. So with that being said, guys, we love you. We absolutely love and support. If you would like, go to Full Heart Forage. I'm sure they have social media. Full Heart Forage. Check them out. They do amazing work. Thank you so much for this crucifix here. And I believe in its holy power. I believe it'll keep me and Fog Gilly protected as we go into the world of paranormal. We'll let you know about this, guys. Until the next time, as we kick dirt on that internet campfire and say our goodbyes for the night, just know that we love you. We hope you stay strapped. We hope you stay wild.